Hi Internet, how are you? Welcome back. And it is Thursday. It is the 14th of September 2023. And today I'm going to share with you a marketing insight that you probably never thought before even existed. But it turns out not only does it exist, it is probably without question the world's number one most secret marketing trick. You ready? Here it goes. The world's most secret marketing trick. It is, without question, a fact of marketing that what you need to succeed as a marketer on the internet or anywhere is you need to have great response from your target audience. And the way that you get that great response is multifaceted. You can use engagement tools. You can use standard KPIs. You can use standard business drivers. But the bottom line is the bottom line. And that is why people who run companies always need good marketers. Because they know no marketing means no sales. No sales means no money. No money means no honeys. And then, no business. If you're wondering what I mean by honeys, it might be there partly for the rhyme, but it isn't. It's about honey is the sweet elixir that is sticky, and that is known as customer retention. And that is very important in the post-sales and post-initial revenue cycle. Because of course, the money at first is the thing you aim for with the marketing and the sales. But the honey is the repeat customers that bring you more and more, thus multiplying their value. Thus, they are the sweet, sticky, delicious elixir that your business can thrive on. So again, the number one most secret trick in marketing is get a great response rate. Now, you might say, but Yasha, that's kind of obvious. Everybody knows that you need a good response rate in marketing. The question is, how do you do that? Well, I've just given you a gross overview of how to do that. And there are endless ways you can use any of those ways to do that. It's a matter of strategy and tactics. But it's important to remember the big things, especially if you're running the marketing. If you're running the marketing, you need to be aware of basically what are the concerns of the company from the level of the CEO down to the level of the everyday laborer doing the most routine, tedious jobs. And why is that? Because marketing generally is best served when there is buy-in across the board and at all levels of the company. Which means if there's any one area of the company that has to meet at least occasionally or speak at least occasionally with the leaders and the team members of every other department, it is marketing. Dev doesn't really have to talk to every single department and know what everyone is doing and how they're doing it in a broad sense and how the company's performance affects them. DevOps, business intelligence, research, product development, product marketing, all these areas, right? Legal, science, whatever it might be. They don't all usually have to talk to every other department. But marketing does, because marketing carries the message of the company to the outside world. But you can't do that successfully if you don't have buy-in from every department that marketing affects. And guess which department marketing affects? Every department. Because again, no marketing, no sales. No sales, no honey, no business, right? Well, no sales, no money, no honey, no business. So if there's no business, every department is affected. And the front line of that path is marketing. And that is why it is important. It is critical that you deliver really great engagement. And the way that you get really great engagement, really great response rates, as I said, can be in any number of ways described earlier in this video. What is a specific example? Well, on these videos I do like to give you very specific examples. Today I've given you very specific examples of the number one secret of marketing. And I will give you a very specific example. A very specific example is probably the number one psychological tactic for marketing. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't. If you've been in marketing long enough, you probably do. And if you don't, you should. The number one marketing tactic, psychological marketing tactic, is let the audience's mind fill in the blanks. In other words, you always want to inform enough to pique curiosity, but under-inform enough to let the curiosity of the mind ask its own questions and start to fill in the blanks until they find out more on their own. If I'm selling you a brand new kind of balloon, or maybe even the same kind of balloon as someone else, just with a twist, am I going to be successful if I tell you every single thing you need to know about that balloon? Or am I more likely to be successful if I tell you just enough about that balloon to pique your curiosity and make you want to find out more about that balloon? Same goes with a car, or season tickets to a sports team, or a house, or a loan, or any kind of thing that a person might be selling. Computer services, whatever, a lunchbox, it doesn't matter. Anything you sell Unless you're selling something that's government mandated and has to be fully described because you're not selling it in the same way as a private company, you want to add a bit of something interesting to it to grab the interest of the intended audience. That will help you get better response rates. All right, there's your tactic for you. Go do it. Happy marketing, everyone.